Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hello everybody, Bostrix here, coming to you with a Pantheon Trials of Osiris tips and tricks. So first of all, for Pantheon, there are pretty much 3 ways you can go during the map. You can go left, middle, and right, from either side that is. There's an inside heavy and outside heavy, and the way you can see I'm going at the moment is one of the most typical ways you will get sniped at the beginning of a match. When you go left, the way I did at the beginning of this video, if you're not the first person there, it can be such a huge disadvantage to you. So it's so important, if you're going to go to a snipe lane, you need to be the first one at the snipe lane. And I can't even explain how much of an advantage being the first one there is. Anyway, so a good way to control and win at this map is actually to be dominant in the center of the map. If you're able to push and get strong control of mid first, which is where the enemies I'm actually killing in this current video are, it can actually be such a strong advantage, and it basically, you can eliminate yourself from all snipe lanes and not leave yourself open to the opposition. So that was the first round. So we actually pushed left that round, and I was able to control inside heavy. And as my team pushed forward, the opposition was leaving themselves open to snipe lanes, and it didn't end well for them. So again, this time I'm predicting them to go left because I went left last time. It was kind of just, I expected them to go left again. Unfortunately there, I wasn't able to get away from that, and that's a perfect example of why this going left and having a head on, if you're not the better sniper or you're not expecting a sniper at all times, you can leave yourself very open, and it can actually be detrimental. So here, I believe I'm actually going to go mid, and I'm using Mida and Sniper as it's actually it's a very long range map, and most of my encounters are actually going to be at least further away than close range. And there you can see, if you stay really close to the wall, you can actually eliminate yourself from the middle sniper line, which is what I did there, as I didn't want any risk of me being shot. So here, I can see they're going inside. I'm taking a look on the left. I couldn't see any, but I know they are there. So I'm just kind of waiting patiently for them, and waiting for them to make a mistake and go into my snipe. I missed the first shot, which was unfortunate, but one of my teammates got an enemy down. So here you can see I'm using Shade Step. Really just every time I take a shot, I'm getting out the way. I'm making sure they don't get that shot on me. So here's actually an interesting bit. All 3 had snipers, and they were staring at me hard. I got 1 down, but I wasn't doing too well. I got one of my teammates to push. I was screaming fireball at him. I wanted him to just get a fireball out there, and we tore up that team. Tethered all 3. The fireball, I believe, hit 2 of them, and then he just made like the last one, and I sniped one, which was a great play, and that was it. That was such good teamwork, and it couldn't have gone better than it did there. So one reason why I love Mida is the speed boost just to get away from people or to actually get to snipe lanes at the beginning is so incredible. Again, you can see I'm hugging tight to the wall on the left to make sure I don't get sniped. Here we're trying to dominate middle, and this is actually the first time I've seen this. I've never seen, maybe once or twice, but this so rarely happens where someone actually goes to outside heavy when it isn't heavy. And we were pretty confused. We didn't really expect this, and we were kind of just trying to think what to do. So we kind of just wanted them to push up to us. We didn't really want to push there. We weren't really sure where they were going to be hiding. So we were holding out. We saw that they were trying to flank. One of them was trying to flank us, and then they were probably trying to pinch us. Which so we decided to push up on one, but then they backed off. We weren't too sure where the ghost was, and I believe he was going for the res. Yeah. So it left us in a bit of a sticky situation. I traded there, which was very unfortunate. Perhaps if I'd have used my shade step better, I would have been able to get out of that, but it wasn't the case, and we lost that round. So now we're back to 2-2.
That's a shame.
So here, I'm doing quite well for ourselves. It seemed like my teammates weren't doing too well, apart from that round where I used the tether, and Kip used the firebolt excellently, and it works so well. But we kind of had to try to do something else. So I realized here they were probably going to go right again, because seeing as that worked, but then it kind of scared me. I thought I didn't really want to push into his sidelines. I wanted him to come into mine. I didn't think I was going to be able to get him down there. I'm still kind of looking, but I just really didn't want to push around that corner. So I noticed one of my teammates has gone down from a snipe. I believe it was across the alley. I thought they would be looking. It seemed like they weren't. One of them seemed like they jumped off the map. We weren't too sure what happened there, but we just claimed it, so that's fine. Here, a self-res occurred. I actually played really awfully here, so we also self-resed. And I got one snipe off on one guy, but basically my teammates finished off everything. I didn't really do too much there. I could have been more useful, perhaps throwing my grenades, or... Yeah, that was actually a very poor mistake on mine, and ideally next time I would have pushed, maybe I pushed right down so I was on the same level. I would have been able to go for the headshot on the res, or even get some more shots on the Sunsinger. But hey, we don't all play perfectly. So here, we all decided to push inside. We weren't too sure where they were going to push. We thought they were going to push right, but, we don't really know. So here, we saw two people there. We saw one coming up. I just wanted to get some nades out. We actually decided, fuck it, just pull heavy. So we pulled heavy. Thank God the heavy was still there for me. I managed to stay safe out of the way, get the first kill whilst getting the res. And then I decided, I'm going to get all three teammates up. I'm going to look for the enemy. I still got a rocket. And he just set himself up for me. It was perfect. I don't know how that rocket didn't kill me, or I don't know how the rocket didn't kill me and my entire teammates who are just sitting there holding hands, to be honest. And it's something we should not have been that close together. I think we just wanted to be together. It was 3-on-1. We just wanted to push, and we just ended up holding hands. And it could have gone really bad for us. And thank the Lord, it did not. Thank you for watching. I'm just gonna leave you to watch the rest of the gameplay. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Bostrix out.
Guardian down. Your team was eliminated. Match point. Claim victory.
Guardian down.
You're all that remains. All enemies have been eliminated. the lead.